Hey guys, today I'm doing the makeup and books tag. So I'm going to do my makeup while also talking about books. Now I already have foundation on because I just don't feel comfortable without it on camera. But yeah, I'll just go over these first two questions or prompts and then I'm going to do the rest on camera. So the first one is primer. Pick a book that left a lasting impression on you. So I don't really use primers, I just always use sunscreen. And for the book, I chose Scythe by Neil Schusterman just because I keep thinking about this book. I think I read it in like 2018, but I still keep thinking about this book because it's kind of realistic a little bit, you know? Or just, thinking about what would happen if people became immortal and stuff. It is really, really interesting, and if you haven't picked this series up, I highly, highly recommend it. So we have foundation. Pick your favorite first book in a series. For foundation, I currently use the one by Catrice. It's called True Skin in the color O10 Cool Cashmere. I don't really know what to say. But when I was looking for books for this prompt, I wanted to find a book where I really love the first book in the series and it's my favorite one. And I have one series and it's one of my all-time favorite series, but the first one is definitely still my favorite. And that is a German book series called Die Geschichten der Jahreszeiten, I believe. And yeah, this is the first book, Morgenthau, and the protagonist is also called Maya. It's just so beautiful. It's like a romantasy. I'm not really into romantasy that often, but this one, it made me cry and it's just so beautiful. And if you are able to read in German, I highly, highly, highly recommend this series. Okay, the next prompt is eyebrows. I usually wouldn't go into eyebrows just yet, but it is a book you think everyone should read. And I talked about this before, but I really believe everyone should pick up Trevor Noah's Born a Crime book. It is about him and his childhood growing up in South Africa. But not only that, you get basically like an insight into his upbringing, but also in apartheid. This is so weird to do that on camera, but yeah, can you even see me? Not sure. Yeah. I'm gonna just use this eyebrow pencil from Catrice once again. 035 Brown Eye Crown. And sometimes it looks a little bit harsh, so just go over it with my finger to kind of smudge it out. And then I go over with this Morphe eyebrow gel. Then we have concealer. Pick some characters you wish wouldn't exist. For this, I really had to think about it. I guess one character that I wish wouldn't exist or that I think is just unnecessary, I think is Gale from The Hunger Games. I just don't get it. Why is he in the series? Well, I kind of get it. It makes some sense, but honestly, we could have done without like this triangle and all that. It was just annoying, so I don't know. So I usually don't really use concealer, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to use it. I have two colors from this Revolution Super Size Conceal and Define concealer. I have colors C1, which I think is the lightest or the second lightest. I use this for highlighting, and sometimes when I have like redness on like my neck or something, because my neck is somehow super light compared to my face, it's weird. I use that, and then C6 for my actual face. Now I don't like to go on my forehead and like with my T-zone because I feel like it's just too much and it just accentuates my texture and I don't want that, so we're just going to keep it like this. The next prompt is powder. Pick your favorite last book in a series. And for this, I chose one of my all-time favorite books once again, Clockwork Princess. I'm just in love with this series, and I think it was a perfect ending to the series and a perfect solution. For makeup, I used the Revolution Pro powder. Now we have eyeshadow, and the prompt is to pick a book with your favorite colors on the cover. And my favorite colors are purple. I love this kind of purple. I think it's really beautiful. I really love this cover too. But I also love turquoise, and especially this color with gold. I just love it. This is City of Heavenly Fire, the German cover, and it's huge, but I love these together so much. But I think these are not the colors I'm going to use for my eyeshadow. I usually don't really use eyeshadow that often, but yeah, for today I'm just going to use the Urban Decay Naked Petite palette. This is what it looks like. And first of all, I take this light beigey color and put it like right in the crease, and then I go into that brown color next to that. Now I go over that once again with that lighter color to blend it out more. And then the next prompt is for eyeliner, but I can't do an eyeliner for my life, so I'm just going to use this really dark eyeshadow in this palette to replicate it, I guess. The prompt is to pick a dark and mysterious book, and this was actually pretty hard for me because I just haven't read that many thrillers yet, or horror or whatever. But recently I read Tokyo Ghoul, which is a horror manga, and this is pretty dark and gruesome, and I really enjoyed it. It was really interesting. I'm going to read the second volume this month as well. It wasn't like super scary, but you know, it kind of fits the prompt. And I have a feeling that these horror mangas are going to be even worse, so really excited to read those as well. But I'm just going to use this dark color here and this tiny brush, and I always like to put that on my lower lash line. And that's it for my eyeshadow. Next up we have mascara, of course. Pick a long book. For this I chose this book, and as you can see, this is Lord of the Rings. It's just the German translation, and it includes all 3 books. So let me see how many pages it had. 4,90 €. What the heck? I hope the book wasn't $4.90. Okay, what is this? This has maps. I did not realize that before. Alright. It has 1,238 pages. And I'm planning to do like a reading vlog for this series because I have never seen any movies or read any of these books, of course. Really excited too because this is like the OG of fantasy, so I feel like I need to read this. And yeah, I actually really like how this cover looks. Like, it kind of looks like vintage, you know, with sprayed edges and crinkle cover, I don't know. But for mascara, I'm just currently trying to empty this. Can you say it like that? This one is from Maybelline Total Temptation, and it is brown. I don't know if you can see that, but my lashes are basically black, so you can't really tell anyway. Okay, next up we have blush. Pick a book with a cringe-worthy romance. For this I picked Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I don't know what to think about this book, because I kind of like it, but at the same time it's also kind of cringy. Let me first use the blush and then talk. So I am using the Milani Baked Blush in 05 Luminoso. So this is about like a witch and a witch hunter, and they hate each other, but because of a certain incident they have to get married, and then they slowly fall for each other. It's kind of cringy. I don't know really if I like the romance. If I like the book, I'm not sure. I gave it 3.5 stars, I believe. I just can't think of any other romance at the moment. Like I'm sure there are tons of cringeworthy romances. I just can't think of any at the moment. And now I always use bronzer as well. I use the Maybelline City Bronzer, just broken already. I use these things like every day, so. And now for highlighter, pick a book that lightens your day. And I chose the Heartstopper graphic novels. These are just perfect to lighten up your mood. And they're just so heartwarming, so precious and wholesome. I just think everyone should read them. For my highlighter, I use the Mary Luminizer. And lastly, we have lipstick, pick your favorite kiss. And I wasn't too sure about this one either, but I ended up picking the Percy Jackson series. This is The Lightning Thief. I just really love Percy and Annabeth together, and I was really happy when they had their first kiss. I'm not sure when it was. It has been some time since I've read the series. I really want to reread it at some point. But yeah, I don't really use a lipstick because I don't think it looks good on me. So I just always use lip balm or sometimes tinted lip balm, and this time I chose this Baby Lips lip balm. It's kind of beigey, so. And that's it. And now I can finally put on my glasses again and see something. Wow. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of different because I'm just not used to talk about makeup. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.